fire, 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 fire. All right. The evil business of soda. Fanta! Don't you want a Fanta, Fanta?
Soda. It's everywhere. You can't escape it. It's the real goddamn thing. Like rats in New York or failed actors in LA, most human beings are rarely more than a few feet from a can of this caramelized corn gravy. But what is
corn gravy?
Soda is a drink, carbonated and flavored with a variety of ingredients, and usually sweetened with sugar, also known as
16 tablespoons of sugar, by the way.
Sold in bottles and cans and in movie tie-in merchandise. While what they produce is nothing more than sugar-blasted tap water, soda companies inspire deep emotional ties to their products. Globally, the Coca-Cola logo is a better recognized symbol than the crucifixion.
No shot. Come on, that can't be real. I think I read a statistic that Coca-Cola's logo is more known than I think the Red Cross or some shit. It's insane, man. Yeah.
What? Don't look at me like that. It's not my fault you don't come in cherry flavor.
Kaboom. America.
While today soda is known for its tooth-eroding, waistline-widening properties, it began life as a medicinal product. In the 1800s, soda fountains were a ubiquitous feature of drugstores and pharmacies in America. Behind the bar, you'd find a soda judge, what they were actually called, who would pump carbonated water into a menagerie of dubious but delicious medical ingredients.
Yum!
But it turned out that people really enjoyed the mouth massage offered by these bubbly broths, and so soda fountains became a battleground of competing flavors.
I sure hope he talks about how they used to put cocaine into Coca-Cola.
Everything changed in 1886, when a man named John Doc Pemberton invented French wine coca, later renamed Coca-Cola. Pemberton was an Atlanta pharmacy owner and a former Confederate soldier, who'd bought a dubious $5 medical license so that he could call himself a doctor. Initially, his recipe included both alcohol and cocaine, also known as argument powder. But Pemberton himself was more partial to morphine.
Did they really? No, man, they really put cocaine in Coca-Cola, like, whenever they started making Coca-Cola. Yes. That's a fact. It's not an urban legend. It's real. Look it up. Go Google it right now.
While addicted, 2 years after he invented his signature drink. But the Coca-Cola company prefers to focus on the drinks down home.
I think they used to put, like, actual medical grade opium in cough syrup as well. Like, that was a thing. They didn't care. They just did it.
Country origins. Like in this nostalgic promotional film, featuring old Doc Pemberton, the gentleman smackhead, mixing his cocaine-laced booze broth with what looks like a rowing oar.
Oh my
God! It took 17 years and an enforcement of local prohibition laws before Coca-Cola lost both booze and cocaine from its recipe. But in that time, it built a small,
booze and cocaine based
tweakers. But Coca-Cola's first real step to global domination came with a pioneering ad campaign. Representatives of the company would go to the most popular soda fountains in town, find who their most loyal customers were, and then send these serial soda chuggers coupons for their brand. Inspiring
one glass
before letting chemical dependency do the rest. The company was so successful.
So they were the original drug dealers. You get one free little sample and then you get addicted and you have to not go back. Раньше медицина дарила радость. Yes, exactly. Yes, shit.
An army of cola clones to bubble to the surface, including Brad's drink, later renamed Pepsi Cola in 1898 to capitalize on the cola craze. In order to stand out from their new competitors, Coca-Cola gave every bottle they produced a distinctive pair of childbearing hips, so even a blind person would be able to recognize a bottle of their brown, fizzy migraine soup.
Yum,
Today,
delicious.
Is still utterly integral to how these brands maintain their vicious chokehold on the nation's collective neck pipes. In 2018, Coca-Cola's marketing budget was an absurd $5.8 billion,
Holy
which is
shit.
double the yearly GDP of Barbados. And Pepsi isn't far behind, spending $4.3 billion in the same year. Big soda's propaganda departments use these bloated budgets to buy up any form of high real estate that you might associate with a good time. This can involve plastering their logos onto the foreheads of every stadium in the world, or it can be more subtle, something like product placement. And
Yeah,
I'm sure
product
you guys
placements
are
in
far too
movies.
sophisticated to be swayed by these kinds of propaganda campaigns. Your minds are as clear and refreshing as an ice-cold can of cran raspberry LaCroix.
LaCroix!
It tastes like having fruit
LaCroix.
described to you.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Coca-Cola
Yeah,
steadily
based.
increased their sales over the first half of the 20th century, but their Third Reich truly took off in the Second World War.
In
The
World
company
War
made a deal
II
with
and
the US Army.
won!
In exchange for an
Yeah!
exception in sugar rationing, they promised to provide every soldier a refreshing bottle of Coca-Cola for no more than a nickel. And this was a win.
Delicious.
Win for Coca-Cola. Not only did it protect its overheads, but it also allowed them to scatter bottling plants everywhere that American GIs were scattering limbs. Coca-Cola dominated the soda markets for
Nice and
decades
healthy
after World War
Coke.
II, so Pepsi had to bide its time before marketing its drink to a new generation.
The right one, the modern light one. Now
Have a Pepsi!
for those who think young.
Pepsi belongs to your generation.
Coca-Cola responded to
Oh my
Pepsi's
God.
threat and produced one of the most iconic adverts of all time.
Dude, the 70s were fucking crazy, man. Is it just me? Like, the 70s were just wild for everyone involved.
From this point on, all big soda companies followed the
My
Catholic
God,
Church school
man.
of marketing. Get them while they're young, and they'll never forget you.
Yeah,
Today,
it's
big
true.
soda companies will make a big song and dance about not advertising directly to anyone under the age of 12. But anyone that's lived longer than a dozen sun cycles? Well, let's see how a former marketing executive at Coca-Cola puts it.
Well, let me be really clear. As a marketer at Coca-Cola, I was specifically, I was never told not to market to kids. It just was not done overtly. Now, I can get to...
Yo, we need to start marketing Smugglana to kids, but not actually say it's for kids. Maybe like a Barbie?
as soon as they turn 12, I'm like a rabid dog on a something.
Selling
On a
to
something?
preteens is a huge part of Fat Soda's marketing strategy, which is probably why Pepsi hired the #1 expert in preteen persuasion to be their spokesperson
Michael
in the 1980s. The smooth
Jackson!
criminal himself, seen here grooming a gang of street kids to slurp down Pepsi's sticky syrup. Pepsi might have secured the king of pop, but in the same era, Coca-Cola ran this campaign with the king of popping
Bill
pills. Because
Cosby!
who wouldn't want to share a glass of suspicious fizzy liquid with Bill Cosby?
Ready to drink. Coca-Cola, now.
These
Cold
youth-focused
is
campaigns
it?
have been the cornerstone of Fat Soda's marketing strategy ever since, and it clearly works. Between 2011 and 2014, 2/3 of children in America drank one sugary drink a day, and 30% of them
Wow,
drank two
dude,
or
my parents have never let me drink anything, man. The most I got was maybe like if we went to McDonald's and I got to have the fucking drink, dude. That's obscene.
more. In many markets,
One a
it still
day.
outsells water substantially. So how did this overconsumption begin?
All I want is a Pepsi.
From the early 1980s to the early 2000s, the soda industry experienced its golden age. 2
Yep.
decades of a continuous rise in both production and consumption.
Brainwashing
Rotund
them.
Soda achieved this partly by expanding to more international markets. But their smartest move wasn't getting more people to drink soda, it was getting them to drink more of it. And they did this by slowly normalizing the consumption of their products by the fucking
Super
bucketful.
big
This was how Pepsi
gulp!
advertised their new, large 12-ounce bottle in the 1960s, designed to be shared between 3 people.
Yeah, right, you guys. I'm gonna fucking chug that thing all by myself. You think I'm sharing shit? Fuck off.
Lots of people around. Have lots of Pepsi half quarts around. The one that pours 3 big servings for 3 big thirsts.
Less than 20 years later, 7-Eleven, America's favorite public toilet, were advertising the 32-ounce Big Gulp, meant to be choked down by a single,
Big
probably quite sad
Gulp.
individual. They first served it up with this slogan in 1982.
But 7-Eleven's Big Gulp gives you another kind of freedom. Freedom of choice.
What they don't tell you, though, is that that choice is between an extra large or king-size coffin. Peak soda consumption arrived in 1999, reaching 50 gallons per person per year. That's
What
enough
the
for every
fuck?
man,
I
woman,
could
and child in
never,
America
man.
to take a bath in the stuff, provided they can fit in the tub. This level of consumption was nearly double what it was in 1980.
Holy shit! What the fuck? That's 12 years and there's... Oh my god, they
cold
doubled
streak
it!
began. And by a sheer and total coinky-dink, the other thing that doubled in this time was global obesity rates. A connection that
what a
big soda
coincidence.
pays good money to divert your attention from, as these companies are responsible for more misinformation than they are diabetic amputations. Rotund Soda's war on facts began in 1961. Like in this advert, where a Stepford wife tells you that Coke actually keeps you skinny.
Ice cold Coca-Cola. There's no waistline worry with Coke, you know.
And even then, this is probably about as convincing as a YouTuber doing an ad read for Raid Shadow Legends.
Coke is low in calories, too.
Oh my god, man. Oh my god! They actually tried to convince people that soda was healthy. This is real. This is from like what, the 1960s or whatever?
Say now, don't you get any thinner?
Between 2011 and 2015, Coca-Cola
That's
and Pepsi
sad.
funded a total of 86 national health organizations. What these companies get in exchange for this funding is an army of shills, I mean scientists, who will give paid lectures attesting to the fact that soda
That is
isn't
true.
really
That's true. They did do the tobacco industry did that as well. Yeah, you're right, actually. They used to say doctors would recommend you smoking cigarettes.
that bad for you,
Yes.
even though the scientific consensus is the opposite. Until very recently, Coca-Cola and Pepsi were the primary funders of the Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics, the world's largest body of food
Dietetics.
and nutrition experts. Which is a bit like
Dietetics.
finding out the world's largest women's rights organization is funded by Ted Bundy, and the Coca-Cola Foundation have said that a third of their philanthropic spending goes towards countering obesity. All this philanthropy is a marketing strategy in disguise. A strategy that nutrition experts who aren't in the pockets of big soda call health washing, or what
It
I
is
like to
health
call
washing,
the
yeah.
Marty McFly School of Sucker Punch Distraction.
Now, whoa, Biff, what's that?
Oh,
Soda only
shit!
funds organizations, studies, and individuals
Smack.
who can help them shift the blame from consumption onto exercise as the solution to the obesity crisis. And this same pattern is also behind Fat Soda's ludicrous spending on sports sponsorship. Coca-Cola has been the sponsor of the Olympic Games since 1928 and has been the sponsor of the World Cup since the late 70s.
That's
so when these
insane,
events aren't
man.
displaying the achievements of professional ball chasers and doped-up Russian supermen, they are selling you soda, building a strong association between these products and athletic excellence. And it's not just events and locations, the sporting world's favourite meat vessels are also fair game. When LeBron James isn't working as a mouthpiece for the Chinese government, he's shilling for America's own Red Menace.
Oh yeah. How much money you getting paid if yo, I would You don't think that people would take the money just to say, delicious. Delicious money, and then I have to tell people how delicious it is and it's not bad for you for money? Sign me up, man. Sign me up. I would lie to everyone. I have no integrity whatsoever. Dude, it's crazy what money does to people. Yeah, who doesn't love money? Exactly. Да, история Кока-Колы и Пепси, да. Give me $1, say something is devious. Yep.
Signed a 6-year endorsement deal with Coca-Cola worth
I would do it, Shruggy. Yeah, Shruggy.
Perform two functions for soda companies. They help inspire emotional loyalty in fans, and they help insinuate the idea that soda drinking at least isn't incompatible with healthy living. How can our drinks possibly make you fat? We're friends with all the people who chase ball for money.
True.
But there is good news. In 2017, bottled water sales outstripped soda for the first time, which granted is still bad for the earth.
It's really bad for consumers as well. Why the fuck are you selling water? I hate that water isn't free, but like, I mean, whatever. I'm not gonna go on the tangent, but you get my point.
People are increasingly aware that even a moderate soda habit substantially increases the risk of obesity, type 2 diabetes.
Some people have shit
and
tap water.
cardiovascular.
Yeah, and I think that's very, very not good. Yeah, I think everyone should have clean water, We
But
don't live in a
knowledge isn't
perfect
going
world.
to stop what soda companies are best at.
Unfortunately.
Bypassing your logic center and aiming straight for your weakened, sugar-sped heart. Like in this 2011 Reasons to Believe campaign, in which a group of suspiciously normal-sized children sing Oasis and remind us that, hey, we might live in a world full of missiles and people getting pushed into threshing machines, but at least there's lots of cuddly little teddy bears. It's a
What
very
the
well-made
fuck?
advert. But its info is a little bit outdated, so I've decided to update it with a few stats of my own.
Alright, I'm listening. 4.6 million soda machines! Holy shit. Every year, damn. Yep. Hokey shaky. Yeah. And that's the other thing. They just take water from underdeveloped countries that don't have very good resources for clean drinking water, and then they just use that and resell it to you guys. That's another thing why it's just evil. But you know, we still all drink Coke, Coca-Cola. Yep. It's blood money, essentially. Yeah. What's the big deal? They can drink Coke. Yeah, that's right. They can just drink Coca-Cola. They do it in North America as well. Yeah, but I'm saying like it's way worse in other countries.
Oh, hi. Good to see you there. I'd just like to take
Not
this
part of the
opportunity to
problem
thank
because I
all
like
50
Sprite.
of my very generous patrons. You guys keep ordering
Yeah, I'm
things
pretty sure Sprite is owned by Coca-Cola, no? I think so, no? Unless you're being sarcastic. I think you are being sarcastic, but I mean, part of the joke, you know? Yeah, very funny though, very funny. It makes me self-aware. Self-aware, sarcastic, yeah, I thought so. I was like, I'm pretty sure you're smart enough to know that it's, part of that. Don't judge me in my soda stream. I don't think soda streams are that bad. If you don't add sugar to it, soda stream is actually kind of like a good substitute for weaning yourself off of a soda addiction. Last time I checked, soda streams don't add sugar unless you like buy special like Coca-Cola infused soda stream additives. Yeah, good video. Time to get a soda. Yep. Yum. What about Air Up? Air Up has no sugar in it. What are you talking about? Do you know what Air Up is? Gamer Subs? Doesn't Gamer Subs have sugar in it? I'm pretty sure it does. That's what I'm saying. No, they don't have sugar in it. It's a water bottle that tricks you into thinking that you're tasting stuff. The taste through scent. Like, I'm surprised you know about Air Up, but you don't know that it's not without sugar. Like, what? Need to add syrup to the soda stream to add sugar? Yeah. Air Up fucking sucks, dude. Does it actually? Manipulated to drink water? I add a little bit of, lemon water to my water. I mean, lemon to my water to make me drink more water. Me, my mom, and dad all tried Air Up and we couldn't taste a damn thing. What? Isn't Air Up like LaCroix then? No, LaCroix is a soda. LaCroix is soda. It has sugar in it. Yeah, Air Up is literally water, but then you smell it. So you think you're drinking like juice. Yeah, Air Up is a water bottle that is scented that tricks you into thinking that you're drinking something else. Because a lot of your tasting senses are linked to your nose. Bum, 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 bam, boom, 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 boom. Oh, I forgot to. No, wait, no. I need to link it in chat. There we go. There we go. Linked it in chat. I'm doing my part. I'm doing my part. Mommy! Piss, piss, piss. Shit! Piss, 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 piss. Fuck, 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 fuck. Fucking shit on calm. Piss myself. Fuck, 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 fuck. Piss, fuck, piss, 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 fuck, fuck, piss, fuck, piss, fuck, piss, 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 fuck, piss.